Unit 5, Chapter 1, page 282. One reason for the confusion students often have over the definition of short stories is that other work poems, anecdotes, sketches, um, vignettes, vignettes for or slices of life often find their ways into them. These are often pretty fatal, and faintly moving, but somehow they leave us with a slightly satisfied feeling. The, the, the fewer words we use below a certain point, let's imagine this point is 1,500 words. The harder is it to have something clearly happen to a character and have that occurrence change him or her. So for now, under 10,000 words is as long as the short stories. But how short? Are we saying under 1,500 words is not a short story? Writers can do in 600 words what a solid 40 writer might manage in 1,100, maybe as 5,000 words, maybe as 500 words. The confinement, the confinement, the confinement begins to create a new form, often very interesting, but more of intellectual intellectual exercise, literary showing of rather than a natural giving of truth. In the United Kingdom, there's an unusual competition for stories complete in exactly 50 words. Here is one. Frank believed in his look. Frank smoked too much, but he knew he never died a heart attack or lung cancer. Frank smoked all the time. One day there was a gas leak in Frank's kitchen. Frank went to fix it. He didn't die of heart attack or lung cancer. It's fun and sort of complete, but it isn't likely to fry a blaze in our hearts and change our outlook on flight. Technically, it's a story, and shooting definitely, 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 definitely is a short story. I argue it is not. There is a degree of unity in a well thought out short story. One I tend to call it them. this kind of intensity in a novel work indeed tire the reader, putting the one sitting contrast with the reader of a short story is a regime that he or she will cope. Hence, when the story has quality, often the experience, appearance seems proud. Okay, so let's form a definition here. A short story is a narrative really over 10,000 words or believe 500 words. More commonly, 1,500 to 500 to 5,000 words, a single sitting read, but with enough time and quiet to move the reader is a novel and focused to produce a singular effect through the story mode, commonly, commonly through events affecting some change or denial of change in an individual or aspects of a short story are closely integrated, integrated and broad, reinforcing language, point of view, tone, and mood, the sounds as well as meanings of the words and their rhythm. Writer Isabel once wrote, wrote stories, novels are more different for me just work, work, work them you are done. Short stories are more difficult, dif- difficult. They have to be referred complete in themselves.